Welcome to episode 9 then. Today is the 20th, Friday the 20th of September 2024. Done a little bit more in the week, but not an awful lot. So first thing I did was started to go onto this piece. So this is this inner floor section from this side of the car in there. I cut it, if you recall back in previous videos, I sliced it and cut it to take it apart to help me dismantle everything. So I tacked it back together so I could use it as a template to start to make a new repair piece. So first of all I did was I sort of pinned it together with those clip things, you know, because I used a 1mm cutting disc to cut most of it, and then bit of the reciprocating saw in one bit, I think, can't remember. Anyway, did that and then got in the car, put it in the car, made sure it was in position, started to tack weld it into position. Had a bit of an incident. So as I was doing that, the underseal was catching fire underneath here. So I was sort of putting that out, doing that because I'd not bothered cleaning it off. I'd just like ground a little bit here to weld, and then a bit there for the earth clamp. My bucket was underneath the car and I'd forgotten, I didn't see it because I'd got my welding helmet on and it was dark. I'd not put the torch in there, and the bucket caught fire. So hang on, look at the state of my brush. My dustpan and brush caught fire and melted, and of course I was in the car, so I had to climb out the back of the car to put the bucket outside and then squirt some water in it and put the blooming thing out. By which time, yeah, my dustpan and brush was a bit melted. Anyway, I've got another dustpan, I just need to buy a new brush. So that's my decorating one rather than the garage one. So use that. I'll put some pictures in. So I put it together, drew around it as a template, cut it out, tried it in, which is what I've done here. You might be able to see, can you see? You can sort of see. So at the moment I've got it roughly in. Now if you remember, I said that I think this bit of the wing is a bit too far that way because it should be about here. So to get that bit lined up, you can see it's slightly out. It does just push slightly, but it'll be okay, it's not far off. You can see it just pushes this way a bit. That'll be alright. And then the next thing I've started to do is this fill-in piece there. So let's put that one down. So then the other day I was making this, I didn't do anything yesterday. I've made that little piece, but then I've marked on the back from the other side what it needs to be cut out like, and then it needs a little bit more in there. Now I bought one of these from Amazon. It's a little 90-degree die grinder with loads of little miniature flap wheels. Those are 2-inch flap wheels. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think they were 2-inch flat wheel, air powered. Pretty good because you can get into, you know, little nooks and crannies better. But the problem is my compressor that I've got at the moment is just this tiny little Bambi. I think it's a 25 litre, 24 litre. It's really quiet. It's really good. It's really nice. It's really quiet, but it puts out a pathetic amount of air. So I can do like about a minute with it and then it stops. I used to have a V-twin compressor, 50 litre V-twin, which was much better, 3 horsepower thing, but I sold it. I really need a new compressor. I need another compressor to be able to use that efficiently. And then the next thing, we'll show you that in a minute, and the next thing I want to do is get this in and start to put the lips on to go around here, and then the lips here to support this piece round the wheel arch. But the 90-degree, I've ordered more of that, hasn't come yet. They're really slow at sending it out, and all I've got left is this little piece here. So that's not enough. So I want to work on that this weekend. The other thing I want to work in before I weld that piece in is I need to drill some holes and put some captive nuts on for these things. These are the bits that support the base box that goes on the inside. But this one, as you can see, it's all rusted out. Look, it's all rusted out, so I either need to make a new one of them or repair that, because there's some captive nuts that I need to weld on the bottom to replace there, and there would have been one there where all that has rusted out, and then it's these two, so I need to weld those on. So I need to make sure that I drill the right holes in the right place with these. So I need to try the base box in, which is up in the rafters somewhere, over there somewhere, and then I can weld nuts on, get the underside painted properly, because it'll only be welded around the edge, and then that piece can go in. So that's sort of the job for this weekend, if you see what I mean. But yeah, I'll just show you this. Let's come round here. So can you see there? So I know the lighting's not great because I've not got a light in here, so that fits there, but it just needs a bit more trimming and a bit more smoothing and filling in, and then I'll weld that into there. Let's open this, and then yeah, that's there. You see that needs the support, and then I want to cut that piece and get all the repair lip on there, and then we can start to move over this side and decide what we're going to do with all this. I need to take that bit off, don't I? It's going there. Yeah, anyway, I'm not doing that yet. That might be another weekend. This weekend I think we'll concentrate on getting this side finished, and maybe seam sealed and a bit of paint, and starting to put this side back together. But yes, so gonna be alright, gonna be alright. So I'll come back to you when I've done some of this. There we go. Hang on. Let me take all this off and then I'll talk to you. Safety glasses. Hang on. Take the mask off. There you go. Right, so compressor's running, so you can see how quiet it is. So that's that piece welded on there. I put it in the car and just welded it in. Sort of intermittents. Just grind that back. There's one tiny little hole there, which I'll just grind this back and then cut that off level with that bit, and then that's where the floor will go to. That bit doesn't join, it's separate. I think the original piece stopped about here. I might leave that until this bit isn't welded to that bit. I don't think. I think it's just seam sealed. But yeah, it's not bad. I just have to take a little bit more off there to get it to seat right. But yeah, if I hold it up to the window, there's one bit of light just coming through there. I don't know whether you can see it, but of course when I grind it back, that's the inside. When I grind it back, flat it off, it'll probably just go through in one or two more little bits, but I'll do that next. I'll just get that ground back next. Do that. So I've got that piece welded in and flattened back. It's alright. See? So that's that shape. If we're in here, let's just put it back in. I'll show you. There we go. I did chop that piece off. I'm not going to weld that though, because it was just filled in with sealer originally. Yeah, so I like that. Happy with that. Start working on these lips under here next, and the bit that goes under there, around there. So if I push that bottom wing that way, it does line up over there. So I think I'll have a lunch first and then I'll do the next bit. But yeah, so I like that. I need to just give it a quick coat of spray paint. Moving on. So I've now got my lips welded on for fixing around the fuel filter bit, around there, and around the rear arch. So next all I've got to do is cut that little bit off there and weld a little square in there. Whether I put it or it's down there. Mark my holes, drill my holes and put my nuts in for the brackets that hold that base box in. Then that piece is ready to go in. That needs flattening a bit there because it shouldn't be like that. It's a bit curved, can you see? So yeah, let's just try that in. There we go. Good, eh? There we go. So that's in, ready. That's where I dropped it. I've just remembered. I can bash that flat. Do that while it's here. Yeah, it's not bad that. I'll put a lick of weld through on it later. There's just still bits of splatter stuck here and there, which we'll get off before we paint it, like that. Yeah, that's not bad. That just needs to go up a bit there, like that, and then down there, sort of like that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Good. That's it for today. Do that little lip there tomorrow. So it's Saturday afternoon. I'll get some light. I've just replaced that lip, cut all that off, welded the new piece on. The bottom of this inner wing panel, we need some better light, don't we? Hang on. There we go, that's better, isn't it? Better light. So I've cut off and replaced that lip section up there for the floor to sit on. Checked it's the right width across for the floor to fit into. But can you see that's butted right up there, and we're out by about a centimetre, which is what, if I come around this side, this is out here. So I think I'm going to have to grind these back, however many, say to here, maybe to there, I don't know, grind them back, drill them all out and redo them, push the bottom of the wing this way to where it should be, and then that'll line up better. So that should go around the bottom of there. I mean, there was a gap anyway, but not that much. You see, there's probably about a centimetre gap there, and it doesn't quite line up there, and it should, and I can push it a bit, but not that much. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to undo these, unpick these and redo them. That's a pain, isn't it? But something to watch out for when I do the other side. Anyway, it's 16:35, 25 to 5, and I've had enough for today. I'm going to have a fiddle with this and see what I think. I'll let you know in the morning. Right, a bit of fiddling. Clamped the bottom of this piece to the wheel arch underneath. You can see it's out slightly. I've got a piece of the repair section in for the floor. I measured that anyway, I know how wide that is, it's just over 1 metre. Fits nicely up here. So it's in over there, so it's okay there. So over there, it's fine. It's just this corner that's out. So basically I can push that here, I can push that in a wing and create a gap there. I can get another few millimetres there. I just need to slice that distance, which is about 5 millimetres, off that there, cut that, re-weld that bit, just to tuck that in to line this up, because this end will bash that way if need be. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, just modify that. I'm not going to unpick the side wing, that'll be easier. Morning, Sunday morning, 21st is it? I don't know, 22nd, 11:05 AM. So I've got the base box in to try in. I've adjusted this, I cut that, I had to cut it round to about here, re-welded it. I've now got that so that that lines up. It's this way, the bottom of the wheel arch needs to come up. So if I come under here, can you see? There. So I need to shove that up, just this corner. I'll do that with a jack and a block of metal or wood or something. Do that, the rest of it lines up. That needs filling in under there with seam sealer when it's ready. But I've just got this in now and I'm trying to make out what to do with these. So that I need to, you can see there's a gap there where that bracket's broken. This bracket, I've got it on back to front, so I just need to turn that round and then I can mark my holes for that. And then figure out what I'm going to do with that one. Not sure. I think I'll probably just remake the bottom bit. Easy enough to do that. So I've got to make a template. So I've got some cardboard template, cut and then do that. Once I've got that bracket done next, then I can mark my holes at this end. We're getting there. And then it'll be paint underneath this for today. I won't weld it in today. I want to paint rust treat. I've got a rust treat under this lip, and then I can paint under that lip. It'll get welded in the week. It won't take much to weld it in. But yeah, getting there, getting there. I want to get this bracket done and these holes done, and then it painted underneath. Just look at this. I've just turned that bracket round. So before it was sticking over the end here over this curved lip. I reckon this is the bracket that goes over that side, over there. I think they've been turned round before. I think they're wrong. Let's try swapping them round and see what happens. Yeah, that's better. Look, so that one is just bent up slightly. That means, I mean, you can tell it's bent up anyway, that one. And that one is about right at that end. So they were the wrong way round. That makes it easier. So all I've got to do is keep that distance where it touches there and repair that bottom lip where it's broken. Easy. Right, let's straighten that one. Let's bash that down. Mark my holes. So I can mark that one now. And then let's go with that one. There we go. It's those two marked. Make this lip. Here we go, so cut out the rotten bit from the cardboard template. Come on this way. Marked out where to bend and fold my piece of steel. Marked my holes. Start to bend that, get that shape now. Because that's just tacked and checked. Make sure it still goes back in. Get it welded in. Get that lip bent over. That's all like that. There we go, that's the nuts welded on. Captive nuts under there. We've got a bit of splatter there, however. Doesn't matter. Let's try this back in now, and then we can take everything apart and get it, start to get it painted and seam sealed and rust treated, and then that can go in. So I'll try it in. Come back to you when I've tried it in. So we go. That's tried in. So it all fits. So next I can take that all out. Get it all seam sealed, get it all rust treated, and when I've done that, that bottom panel can get welded in. So that'll do for now. Enough for this episode. See you in the next one.